Your accent naturally gives you like a personality, I feel.
Yes, it is
You just got an automatic.
Russian gangster. I don't know. Whatever person.
Are there? And I want to know
What
groups are known to be like gangsters. I know the Italians.
I mean, the Russians for sure.
Russians. What about like Turkish?
Turkish, yeah.
What
We
else?
all have gangster people.
We all do, but like, you know, the stereotypical.
Except like maybe the Swedish or something.
No.
Like,
Oh yeah. Right. Canadians. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
exactly.
Something bad.
sorry, I'm gonna shank you. Like,
Yeah,
no, that
right.
doesn't-
Yeah, I learned English from like Quentin Tarantino movies, and I came here and nobody speaks like that. Like the first thing I had to stop saying was the N word because I'm like, oh shit, all right, you can't say that. All right, I have to go back to Hungary for that. You know,
You need to write that down, or is that already in the
what is?
what you just said? The N word. Better write it down.
Oh, like as a joke? No, I never said that.
Oh yeah.
I said the N word. I never said that joke.
I thought I heard like we're gonna.
All
laugh
three
all
of
the
us
time.
at the same time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Maybe that's what you said.
All at the same time. Okay.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Yay! Welcome everybody to the Psst, Did You Hear That podcast with Flo Funny and
Hey.
Elizabeth Lopez.
I made it.
Yeah.
Now you can clap multiple times. Well, I'm glad you made it because we had a cancellation before, and then Flo and I had to do an individual episode, and this is the most depressing episode I had to edit. I almost jumped out the window just listening to it again. So yeah, it was fun.
You could have
It was just the two of us because somebody canceled, and then I was like, well, might as well just record it. I mean, we did record it. Our very first episode, which is the two of us, but we were back in the day. We were in a much better place emotionally compared to December or whenever we recorded January, and it's just I'm depressed. Me too.
Aren't we all though? We're comedians.
Yeah, that's why I said we're comedians. We're always always depressed to a certain degree.
Wellbutrin.
Yeah. Something.
So before we dig into your life, this is why I just didn't want to say it. If we release it on YouTube today, we got blocked on YouTube. YouTube canceled our account, and I'm like, yay!
What did you do?
I have no idea. They sent me a letter. At first I thought it was a hoax. They
letter?
said because you repeatedly violated whatever service agreement with YouTube. I received 0 emails or letters from YouTube, and all I post on this account is just the podcast. There is nothing else. So I wrote them an email. This is just the podcast, right? Or something like something very sarcastic or something. And we'll see. So yeah, YouTube deleted and I worked hours on the video. Luckily I still have them, so I can re-upload them
just
to another
make
channel.
a new channel.
But they would I want to know. They didn't tell me why they canceled it, so I appealed. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
I appealed, so they're gonna let me know exactly what happened. I'm curious. Yeah. There is definitely cursing. Yes. Mm-hmm. There is definitely anal fisting on one of the episodes. Yeah, I didn't want to bring this up.
You know, when you post it, you can click for only 18 and above.
I did all of them.
And they still...
All of them. Yeah.
Huh.
No, I clicked, it's for kids.
It went straight to YouTube.
Yes, we are watching it in a kindergarten class.
Well, it'll let you post without picking anything, and then it will automatically be for everybody.
I purposely select because I had like 20 channels. This is not the only channel I got busted.
So you knew. Well, that's weird.
I just got the email today about.
Wow.
Oops, did you hear that? I'm like, are you kidding me? I was super upset because I put a lot of, we put a lot of work into this, like in our meeting, then the editing stuff, and then cutting the clips for YouTube specifically. I mean,
that's a lot of work.
So anyway, I was just pissed. I wanted to bring it up. F you, tube. T-shirt. Yeah, we're gonna push merch very soon.
Nice.
I actually created T-shirts with some
course
of
you
the
did.
ideas. Yeah. It's on Redbubble, but I'm too cheap. It's like $25. I'm like, I'm not paying that much for my own T-shirt. But we do get stuff. So anyway, Elizabeth Lopez, yay! Welcome to the podcast. We're excited to have you.
Welcome.
We've been trying to do you for invite you.
You trying to do me?
Yeah, we are trying to invite you for I don't know
That
how
too.
long, but it's crazy. But my work got crazy busy, and it sucks. But oh well.
Yeah.
I might not even have this work by the time this episode comes out, and you might have the baby. That's what I was
know,
thinking.
who
By the
knows?
time this comes out, you might have the baby too. That's exciting. So. You are from New Jersey. This is the only thing I wrote down. Elizabeth Lopez, New Jersey. No, I wrote down other stuff. But so where did you start comedy? You started in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, well, I started in New York because I'm in North Jersey.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm like right across the way from, or I was across the way from Manhattan. So it just made sense to like go into the city to do mics. So that's
okay.
pretty much where I started.
So you started, because we started at the same time, roughly, I think,
Kind of.
like 2018. I was just curious because I did one mic in New York, Cellar 77, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I used to run an open mic there. Like
Whoa. Oh, okay.
right after the pandemic.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So yeah, I did that. That was very interesting. I like
the place was weird.
I like the format. So they pull in the comics, 10 comics at once. Mic is an hour long, and then they kick you out, and then another 10 comics come in and do the
yeah.
mic. I was like, okay.
It's
So I
just
was,
like a cash grab for the owner, basically.
oh, and you have to buy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. But it
That's
was
how all
that was
the
a
mics
thing.
are there.
Yes,
You gotta
like,
buy
I was not
something
surprised.
and then like pay on top of it. Like,
Right.
Now, did that one have a real audience? The one that your seller thing, or the one you hosted?
when I did it, it had a real audience because it was Friday nights, so people would just wander in. And so it always had a good crowd. But I think it just depends on the night.
And the time, I think I did the
Yeah.
first round, which was at 7:00. Or did they go 7, 8, 9 or something like that,
Yeah,
or
they
they
keep
used to?
going.
So when I was, I took the girl that I was with at the time, and then maybe somebody else brought their significant other. So that was like 2 people who were non-comics. But overall, it was fun.
In
I
the
mean, it's a New
whole-
York comic.
Your whole night was just those 2 people that were non-comics?
So they shut it. They closed the door or something. Like you can't come in and go out. It's like very.
Right. It's like
right?
in the basement.
It's a basement, but we
Like,
don't
it's
have them
like
in
set up
Florida.
with the stage and everything. And
Yeah, it is great. It's cool. I had a good time. And the other one was Producers Club, which was
oh yeah.
oh my gosh, that was
That
amazing.
was a Hope, right?
Yes. Hope Hurricane
Yeah.
or Hurricane Hope. Shout out.
Yeah.
And she, like, I have to thank her a lot because I was scheduled to do a set at Broadway Comedy Club, and about 4 days before the thing, I was like just checking in. I'm like, hey, we said I can do a set. What time do you want me to be there on Friday or Saturday, whatever the day was? And the guy's like, oh, we moved the show to next week. Are you gonna be here next week? I'm like, yeah. I come up from Florida for just weeks in a.
Do you remember who ran it?
No, but I can look it up. But anyway, so 4 days before my going up to New York, right? My show is canceled. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not doing anything. And then NLA play, hey, shout out. She told me about Hope, I think, and I hit Hope up. I sent her a clip, and it was like, hey, you can bring a couple of people. So we brought mostly my ex at that time, or my girlfriend at that time, brought a bunch of people. And it was really good. So it has a theater seating. It's like the real deal, but smaller. But I had an awesome time. And it was great.
Yeah, that one's always fun. I did a roast there for Hope. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, before I moved, and I won it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, you won the roast?
yeah. My friend was judging it though, so he was just
okay.
like, he kind of gave it to me too. So
Hey, whatever it
I
takes.
love doing roasts. They're
Yeah.
fun.
No, roasts are fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any in Jacksonville at the moment.
But we had one at Justice Pub. I'm like, that's the perfect place for a roast mic. The Justice Pub.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
downtown.
Yeah.
So, and we did it. It was okay. But I'm not sure if people knew what a roast was.
Like, we're
not
about
the
to be
comedian,
really
not the
fucking mean with
comedians.
each other.
Yes, not the comedians, the audience.
Yeah.
And I'd say that every time because the very first roast I did, I was like super nice, right? Because I'm like, and then. And the guy was a really good friend of mine. He roasted the crap out of me. I'm like, oh my God. So from that on, I just went dark, like with everybody, like super dark.
You got to go in.
Yeah.
You can't be nice.
Yep, you can't be nice. So I always say, hey, I love these guys, whatever, and just go in there.
Yeah.
And people are afraid to go against me because I dig shit up. Like from, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, cool stuff. But anyway,
Social
roast
media stuff. Oh, probably people would have so much stuff to roast me about.
Oh
with
yeah,
all
you
the
have
stuff I
okay.
post.
You have too much.
I have way too much material for anybody.
I'm a creep on social media. Like I'll look at everyone's like stories and stuff like that, but I only post if I have a show.
Okay,
Which I know is not the right way to go about it. Like I should post more things.
but it's annoying. Honestly, it's a lot of work.
And
It's time
it's
consuming.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Social media. That's
time-consuming.
a
like,
full-time
to put all your
job.
comedy
It's a
on there.
freaking full-time.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about hiring an intern. What are you smiling about?
Do it.
Do it. No, because you post so much. I'm like, how do you have time to do
I
all
don't.
this?
I've neglected every other channel, like every other YouTube, TikTok. I haven't done it in months,
Oh, okay.
probably.
So that's what I'm
Maybe
thinking.
one here or there, and I feel bad about it.
If
But
somebody starting out young, like comedian-wise, like, hey, do you want to do my social media stuff? Does that sound too cocky? Like, hey, I don't have time. I don't have time for this.
I mean, if you can find someone, it probably will be like a younger person, like someone that like knows social media and posts all the time.
That's
like,
my
they'll
in.
know how to work it.
I'm
So,
gonna go into like high schools and just say, hey, come here.
Yeah, let's see how that works out.
But I can't go into middle schools anymore, so I have to. But no, it would be hilarious just to. But I'm so anal about certain things. Like I tried this AI video clipping. So I try to, instead of me going through the entire hour-long conversation and finding funny segments, I'm like, oh, let me try this AI stuff. And it picked 15 video chops or whatever. I sent it to Flo. And none of them were like super funny. The one I picked was not even in the 15 that the AI picked, where we were laughing the most, right? And then I'm like, all right, this was completely useless. And,
AI ain't shit.
well,
It's not taking over.
Not taking over.
right, there's a lot to work on.
You are correct. I think it will take, well, not take over, but it's gonna be in our bodies, you know, like with chips
Inside
and
of
stuff
us.
inside.
Yeah, probably.
I so wanna put the are you guys gonna put the Neuralink that Elon Musk came up with?
The new
in
what?
Neuralink. Neuralink. Am I pronouncing it right?
No,
Probably, I don't know.
nope.
Floyd's
I don't know
like,
what
nope.
you said.
Neural, N-A-U-R. I cannot spell either.
Noodle.
Neuralink.
Yeah, that's
yes.
definitely not how you spell it. Yeah.
Neuralink.
Neural.
So it's some kind of a chip in your brain.
Oh, neural.
Yeah, hell no.
Neural.
What?
Oh, I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not doing it?
Are you gonna?
I'm doing it right now by myself. I ordered the chip. It's going in.
Oh my god.
No, it's okay. So why wouldn't you do that? you just
You can start.
you just don't want to put something in your body that a billionaire created. And I don't know.
Yeah. Not sure about that.
Yeah.
But
Like imagine you don't have to memorize any phone numbers anymore.
do it, Imre.
I mean, I don't.
That's all. That's all right. I'm like,
Right,
that's a bad example
exactly.
because it's in you. But imagine all this stuff in you. I would sign up immediately.
if it actually works and everything.
No,
I want to see like tested
for
on
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, like I'm not saying hey, install it right now, but like if it works, like it would be crazy. Can you imagine accessing like the Google just inside your head? Oh, I need this info, and yep, there it is. I need a new joke.
I don't mind the separation because I don't need to be.
But
like,
you are not
tracked
separate.
24/7,
Yeah, but you are not separated.
Yeah,
That's that. You are not
yeah.
separated anymore either. Where,
Yeah,
where do you put
thank
your
you.
phone
No
at
thanks.
nighttime? Where do you put your phone at nighttime?
Off, silent.
Yeah, over there.
Where? Is it on your nightstand that you
But
can
it's-
reach it from the bed?
It's on silent airplane. No Wi-Fi cut off. Which I want to start cutting off.
That
the
is
real
crazy.
Wi-Fi router, actually.
Wow. Okay, that's disappointing.
So if
right
there's
there.
an emergency, fuck it. If someone's dying, they can't reach me.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, it's probably
That's not bad.
I probably need to fix that.
I just get shit-faced drunk every night, so I don't even care about the emergency. No, I don't.
As you sip your tea. Okay.
Your herbal
Yeah, it's
ginger
unbelievable, tea
lemon
guy.
balm.
But so here's my thing. I keep it next to my nightstand, and every time, hey, I have a joke idea,
Oh yeah.
which never
That
happens. It's more like, oh, let me look this up, or let me Google something else. You know what I mean? Like, but my point is, it's always there. It's always near me. If it goes below 90%, I'm freaking out that the battery is dying. I have to charge it.
You also have kids. I think if I had kids and stuff, I would have
Yeah.
my phone like ready next to me, not on silent all the time. Like my phone just stays on silent 24/7.
Mine is silent all the time, yes. But I do get notifications on my watch. So if I want to have a good night's sleep, I take my watch off.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be buzzing all night. and-
Buzzing all night, yep. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need to know that I made 10,000 steps overnight. That's the dumbest jerking off joke ever.
Yeah, don't write that down.
I know. These jokes were like so 4 years ago. But okay.
Back to Elizabeth.
Okay.
Do you miss New York and New Jersey?
I just miss the food.
The food.
Yeah.
Like, what was your favorite kind of food there?
Well, like you can have anything there,
Anything
like
you
any
want.
kind of ethnic food
At
that
any
you
time.
wanted, and it was gonna be good. Yeah.
I don't even think about it, but you're right. One of the things I don't like about Florida, like even in Atlanta, I can go at like 2:00 in the morning and get something to eat. You know what I mean? And New York specifically,
Yeah.
or this big city. Here, you can't.
Jacksonville.
Waffle House.
I know. I haven't had a bagel since I've been here.
Oh, I love bagels, but the New York bagel is so... The first thing we got when we went up there, it was a lox. It was off the
nice.
airport, went into New York. I'm like, let's find a breakfast place. What is that, lox bagel?
Yeah,
Everything
like
bagel,
lox,
cream
cheese,
cheese and
or
lox,
whatever.
with salmon. Right? Salmon. Anyway, it's delicious. I love it. So I like bagel.
Yeah, I miss it.
Yeah.
Just the food part.
Just the food, that's
Yeah.
it.
Food part.
The people, I don't know, they can kick rocks.
It's just very like they're to themselves, cold, and just
I mean, which I don't mind. I'm so like used to that. Like I'm still getting used to people like going to Publix and people are like, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah,
And I'm
Can I
like,
touch your belly?
all right.
Like, sure, weirdo. I mean,
I never say sure. Hell no.
I'm good.
I mean, I let them touch my belly. I'm like, all right, feel this six pack. All right, so food. I mean, I didn't go up there to New York. Again, it's about me for a long time because I knew how much I would like it. Because I grew up in a big city just like New
I
York.
love
It's
big
exactly
cities.
Yeah.
parties all the time. We didn't go home till like 5:00 in the morning. I mean, not that I could probably handle it anymore, but what I mean is like I just missed the opportunity.
The action.
Yeah, and the energy.
The energy, and I do feed off of other people's energy, people's energy.
The energy, the
So I
action.
do miss it.
Yeah.
So were you like big into the parties?
Oh, I wasn't when I started comedy. I wasn't partying
Oh.
because I already had a kid at that point.
Oh, but
She
before
was like
your kid.
3 when I started.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
okay.
I wasn't.
That's an interesting. What made you start comedy when your kid is 3 years old? Maybe that's what makes you start comedy. Like I don't want to be home.
I needed to get the fuck out.
Yes.
You need a break.
So what made you start comedy at 3? Like when she was 3?
I feel like there was a lot going on in my life, and I just didn't have anything for me.
Oh.
You know?
And you picked the worst possible thing to pick.
But I love it.
You could have picked
I'm a sick fuck.
bird flying or something. No, that's that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, like I tell everybody, because everybody goes through these dry spells, like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. That never happens to me. Ever since I came off the first time at Rain Dogs
Oh,
on the
no,
stage,
I've been
I'm like,
obsessed ever
oh my
since.
God.
Yeah.
Even during the pandemic, I was performing online. I'm like, this
Same.
is cool. That was for a more selfish reasons, because I was afraid that if I stop, I would not pick it back up again.
Right.
So I was only 2 years in at that time. But
Did you have friends or did you know anybody, or you just went like by yourself? I'm gonna go try an open
I
mic.
just went by myself. Actually, do you know what is it called? Those meetup groups. Like, it's just like meetup.
Yep.
So I started doing comedy through that. I saw there was like a comedy group that met up
Oh, that's cool.
in Brooklyn. So I was just like, let me try it out. And then I met friends there. And
See, that's cool.
yeah.
We don't have any kind of groups like that here.
Well, I tried it. I talked to everybody about, hey, let's do a writing group. And we have some
And
writing groups, but not like
Nobody
a
cares.
community writing group.
I feel like that would be harder to catch on here because the scene is so much smaller.
Ooh, burn.
No, I don't mean it's a burn. It's just different.
It is
you
burn.
know? Like
Compared to New York.
with New York, like even if someone only does it like a couple sessions and then drops out, you're always going to have someone filling that seat because
Oh, I
there's
see
always
what you mean.
people, you know.
I think I definitely saw a big influx of new people the past month to 2 months.
Yeah.
I go to any of the open mics and I see at least 4 people that I don't even know who they are. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
this is crazy. Shantytown yesterday, Rain Dog yesterday. I was like, who are these people? And it's good. And
But
yeah,
weren't you saying like, I don't know, at some point last year, like there haven't been any new people
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a while.
Right.
So it's
Yep.
just like it ebbs and flows.
but
I guess.
it's weird how it happens as a group.
yeah.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the moon cycle. I don't know. I'm reading a lot of crystal books recently, but
But he's got a new girlfriend.
but you know, I mean, it's like, why are they coming in chunks? People. You know,
Yeah, I know, like,
so
what-
random people, they don't know each other. It's just like,
True.
hey, let me try comedy
True.
next week, and then 4 people try comedy. It's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, a whole bunch of random people I didn't know have come to the Justice Pub. And I'm just like, oh, are you on Instagram? Like, never met them. But then, yeah, a lot of them never came back again.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Although I'm only once a month.
Yeah.
Then I never see them at other places either. But a couple of faces, but not really.
You are either one of those people like us, like, hey, I have to hit a mic. It's like a drug almost every day, right?
Yeah.
Or you just do it once a month or once every 2 months. Bring
Or it's
your
just
family.
like a bucket list thing.
Or a-
Like
yeah.
I did it a couple times and that's it.
And you tried
that.
it, right?
Yeah, we had this dude at Comedy Zone, and he was coming back a couple of times, and I'm like, all right, he's gonna be good. He actually wrote jokes and stuff, and then he just stopped coming. He
Yeah.
had like a whatever
It was like a summer fling.
summer thing,
comedy
yeah,
or something.
yeah, which is
Right.
cool. It's you know whatever, and do whatever. But that's why I don't remember people's names who are 6 months in, because I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be gone. Because what the percentage, 80% of the people drop off, I think, at least. The first year,
But
the
that's
first
like
year.
that's the meanest thing that you've ever said.
I'm gonna get blocked on you. No, but it is true, I think. So look at all the people who even see one time at a mic, and then look at all the people a year later, and it's maybe a couple of core people stick around, 2, 3
Yeah,
tops, and everybody else drop. It's just fine, you know. Try it if it's for
Yeah,
you. For
try
you,
it
if
out.
you- yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
But
And like public speaking is such a big fear for people.
Yeah.
So I'm sure like the nerves stop people.
okay, so here's the thing, because I hear this all the time.
Yeah.
Do you
Here
think?
too.
Do you think it's like I'm just comparing it to karaoke? Karaoke is pretty much the same thing. You are by yourself in front of people and you are singing. That's the only difference instead of sing. I am terrified of karaoke.
Really?
Yes, so I cannot do it unless I'm totally drunk. That was the last time I did.
I feel like karaoke would be easier because it's not like you wrote the song. Like you're
Right.
not putting a piece of yourself on the stage. It's just you're just singing along to some bullshit.
All right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
'cause-
do you think public speaking is compared to stand-up comedy is what it's stand-up comedy compared to karaoke? What I mean is like it is completely different. You know what I mean?
I think so. And then like when you're doing stand up, like the silence can be really hard too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you
the
don't have in
pressure.
karaoke.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of pressure to impress the audience, getting a laugh.
Not me.
Karaoke,
Have you
nobody
guys seen my
cares.
set?
Yeah.
Or you know,
People don't laugh
I
like
see it
that.
every week.
Moving on. I see it every week. Yeah, burn.
I'm not trying to burn you. I'm just
I'm
saying.
just kidding. I don't even know why I said burn. I just learned that word recently from the
Oh my
70s. No, I'm just
gosh.
kidding. I did learn a word that I already
Back to
forgot.
2024.
I know.
all right.
Yeah, I learned English from like Quentin Tarantino movies, and I came here and nobody speaks like that. Like the first thing I had to stop saying was the N word because I'm like, oh shit, all right, I guess you can't say that. All right, I have to go back to Hungary for that. You know,
And you need to write that down, or is that already in the?
what is?
What you just said. The N-word. Better write it down.
Oh, like as a joke? No, I never said that.
Oh, yeah.
I said the N-word. I never said that joke. It is funny because whatever. I'm not getting into it because every episode is I'm coming out as racist. So I'm not doing that. I'm shoving it under the carpet. But yeah, what the heck were we talking about?
Comedy.
Comedy. Yeah. Karaoke. Yeah, I think it's...
Oh, the comparison because of fear of public speaking. So I think public speaking is different than stand-up comedy. I never tried public speaking. I gave presentations.
I see it as like public speaking is like the umbrella, and then like comedy is like a sect of that, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like a form of like getting up there.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can see that. So, but I have met people. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
Sure, you met people.
I met people
You seem
like
doubtful about that.
karaoke.
People.
I have seen people.
Comedians don't count as people.
I don't count them as people. Comedians are
count
different.
them.
Yeah, don't.
I was like, oh, there was like 20 people. With comics, I'm like, no. Comedians are a different
It's
kind of
funny
people.
because I go into the office for work, and like, there's not that many people in the office. Most of it's remote, but I always have to like apply an extra filter to myself because I'm like, these aren't dirt bags that like I hang out with at night, you know, like,
Yep.
you know, this is HR.
You work at HR. Maybe you need to change your comedian name. You know, a couple of us doing that. They're changing their name.
To what? What?
Something
like
else.
to have like a stage name.
Like a
to,
stage name,
separate.
yes.
I thought about doing that too, but I don't know. I don't really care.
I think your name is like so good for comedy. Like I can see, you know, maybe because I know you so long, known you for so long, but like, you know, it sounds good. Like Elizabeth Lopez, you know, at the Florida Theater or something. I don't know. I don't know where you're going next.
It is a good name.
Shooting.
It's a name everyone can pronounce. Too.
It's my name is like I don't put my last name.
Oh, no.
Imre Mehesz.
Never.
What was that? What did it say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna change my first name to Cher.
Share, right.
Then that's a good
That's
name.
not taken.
Just go with Flo instead of Flo Funny. I could just go Flo.
Just Flo is cool.
Yeah.
Just
'Cause
Flo.
So many people.
Like, you know,
Just
like not
Flo.
just Flo, but like
I like
Flo.
So many people hate. I feel like they hate having to call me up Flo Funny.
that. No.
Yeah.
I don't think
many
anybody
people-
cares.
Oh, many people have just like, and I've even said it to them. It's Flo Funny, and then they're still like, "Give it up for Flo."
The thing is,
And I'm
especially
like, guys, it's Flo Funny. I'll get up there and say it again.
Yeah. That's
Like, why
shitty.
can't you respect my stage name?
Yeah.
Get over
well,
it.
it's because of whatever
I know.
culture we
Funny.
come off of.
Like,
no,
it's
it's
funny.
not the I don't think
word.
it's that. You think it's the word?
Yeah.
I think it's because they know you personally. Oh, I know Flo. Flo is next, and then it's like Flo, whatever.
No,
I mean, when you are at my mic once a year, I try to make sure I pronounce or I say the funny part also. I'm just laughing.
I was introduced to you as like a comedian, and like I didn't know your real name for like the longest. So
I still don't know her real name, and I have it recorded.
It's a rough name. Yeah, I mean, actually, my original was not just because of the pronunciation. I turned that into a joke, but really it's because I was trying to separate work from my comedy life, because as a
Yeah.
teacher...
No, yeah, it makes sense.
And a whole bunch of my kids today told me, we found your other secret account. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm going through and I have 3 kids that are helping me block on TikTok.
Guys, I don't work
Instagram.
on everybody. And they were like, no, we talk about the other account. You know what I mean? Like, which account are they
talking
blocking?
about the OnlyFans.
God, yeah. So that's
Oh, it's gonna come now. The AI is so close. Like, I can make anything on OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like, I can create
like
a
porn
fake
or
AI.
whatever?
OnlyFans is not porn.
No, I thought you were talking about like AI porn.
I'm pretty sure that's where we are. I'm pretty sure that's where we are heading. I'm just talking about OnlyFans, so I can create whatever.
That is where we're heading, yeah.
I think that's already a thing, though.
It is very crappy looking, I think. The ones
tried it, but
I've
heard
seen,
about
they were like, yeah, I'm not paying for this. You know what I mean? Like my imagination is so much better than these crappy videos or whatever. So yeah, I don't use it, but very, very soon we're gonna be there in like maybe 3 years. And then all the actresses, actors, models, all gone because you don't need them anymore. It's gonna be crazy.
You really think so?
I think so. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. But
I mean, I don't know about the porn industry, but like that's what all those strikes were about last year. Like
that was just about writing, but yeah.
But AI was an element of it too.
Yeah, AI. I mean, I can tell you, I've been on the AI train since they first announced it 2 years ago. Like I'm all on it because I wanna write jokes faster. I mean, that's my only goal, right? Write jokes faster.
Right.
I'll be honest, it pretty much gave me the same percentage that I'm ended up using than just going to Google and look at the news or something like that. So I type in a couple of words. I'm like, hey, try to make this funny. And then it gives me like, you can ask, hey, give me 100 versions of just make these funny bonsai trees in the winter or something like that. And it generates a bunch of stuff. And it's 80-90% complete crap.
Oh, it is. It's all.
Totally
I've tried
useless.
it and then I deleted it because I'm like, this is not helpful at all.
So it was like I have jokes that I wrote with it, but it didn't give me the joke. I still had to sit down and figure out the joke. I was like, okay, that's something like bonsai tree, whatever, winter frozen toilet. No, what I'm saying is it gives me an idea or an inspiration to write a joke, and I write a joke. Like there was not one joke that I could say, I'm gonna use it as is. There was no.
I feel like that's the same odds as just like coming up with it on your own and just like having a writing session. Like most of it's going to be crap.
Yep.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's exactly it's just another tool that you can use if you want.
Yeah, I didn't find it as a helpful tool at all.
Okay. I mean, it's good.
Not at all.
I don't know if it's good or not, but it's just not there yet.
Well, I mean, I hope that one day it doesn't get better, because then what's going to happen to real comedians?
Here's the thing, like what's happening with everybody else right now. I mean, things change and evolution and whatever, revolution, or, it's going to happen. So, or something is going to happen. I don't think it's going to replace, like, hey, we don't want to see a live person anymore. We just want to see a freaking hologram, right? I don't know. I mean, maybe 100 years from now, they're like, yeah, we just want to watch old movies from 2020, and they're just watching reruns of freaking Transformator or whatever. It's Transformers. What is that racing game?
Oh, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah 526. It's just the same thing. I don't know. But are you guys afraid? I mean, I don't know.
I'm not afraid, but I just... I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Like, I can't predict what it'll look like in a few years.
But you can predict it. But that's the thing. Like, I have tech friends. Like, I hang out with tech people. So for us, everybody's talking about it. But when I go out to the comedian community, which is nobody else is a computer guy, maybe.
Right.
I mean, like they are more real people than my tech people. Nobody talks about it. Like nobody cares, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. So back to Elizabeth.
Tell us more about you.
Well,
ask me something.
Well, okay. So you started in New York, New Jersey. What do you want to talk about? Why would you move to Florida?
Everyone always says that too. They're like, "Why the fuck are you here?"
I met people from New York moving here. I'm like, why would you do that? To me, Florida is like a Middle Ages
trash retirement home.
It is crazy, and you, especially you, because you didn't grow up here, like, or me, like I didn't grow up here. Like I don't know, people are just like super old. Like there is no young people. If you go any other city, there are young people No, I'm not talking about like young people. I'm talking about like 35, 45. You know what I mean? Like younger people. So what made you move to Florida?
I just wanted a change in life. Like. I don't know. I got so accustomed to like being in a densely populated area, which I got sick of. Like once the pandemic hit, I was like, it seemed like there was more people around, And I was like, I need space.
Oh, interesting.
So that was part of it.
And I can see
And
that, sure.
I just wanted to do something different, like have a little challenge and, you know.
Did you find the challenge?
I feel like it's been like a culture shock. So there's a challenge in that. Like the pace is much slower. And like there's an immediacy that you get from being up north, you know, like now, like say I want to get an Uber, like it's going to take like 15 minutes, but like, you know, back home, an Uber would be like 2 minutes on the way, you know?
Oh, wow.
All over the place.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Just in, you know, in little ways like that, I've noticed. Or even going to the doctor, like trying to get a doctor right now. Like, I was trying to like find a new doctor in December, and it's like nobody was working around here.
Yeah.
And like every place closes early on Fridays. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
fuck?
You're right, they do.
It's so weird.
Or closed.
Right.
Yep.
Like people just decide they don't want to work anymore at a certain
Yeah.
time, and that's it.
Dentists too. They're like,
Dentists,
we're not
yeah.
open Fridays or Mondays. I'm like, oh, okay. We
Yeah.
close at 5. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So
tough
when else would you do your job? Like if you
Right.
work for a regular 9 to 5
like
job.
this is what you do. Like
Right.
show up for work.
it
I
is-
don't know. So like it's
Good
just
point.
those little things that are different that I've had to adjust to.
Yeah.
Can you like, or have you incorporated that in your comedy at all? Like the different lifestyles?
I have a bit where I kind of talk about differences between New Jersey and Florida. But I don't really go into like the pace. But that's something to consider. Yeah.
So you would do like fast comedy and then slow down, like way down.
Throw in a support the troops.
Yes.
Everyone does that shit around here.
Yeah. America is the greatest.
But
Yay.
it's like, we have vets up north too. Like I don't understand. Like
It is okay. This is another thing I want to joke about. Eventually, I will get there. The fascination with the army in America.
Yep.
You're celebrating murderers, technically.
But
right?
people, they don't realize that
Yeah.
they're fascinated with it. They don't realize.
Oh, well, I
they
don't know.
think
if they do.
everybody thinks that way about their own country.
In Hungary, we never mention the army. If you are there,
Brazil
you are
too.
killing people, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
I think it's normal here.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it is, yeah, right.
Like,
So
yeah,
it is,
there's
it's very weird for me.
Like in Brazil, like they were like, wow, you have the American flag in every classroom in school.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, yep, and on the front lawns of every house. Yep.
oh yeah.
And they're like, wow, that's different. And I'm like, yeah, it's normal here, and people aren't
Right.
going to realize that that's a thing.
Yeah. But that's when I was like,
I think it's just normal.
they were showing kids, the kids in Iran and Iraq, and they have the same thing, but not American flags. But
Oh, are they like that too?
Flags.
yeah, and I was like, that's so weird. But America does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, I'm a big, I'm not a big on nationalism in general. Like, it doesn't matter which country. I'm a globalist. They can call it communist, and some people are like, you're a communist. I'm like, I'm not a communist. I'm a globalist. You are a human mammal on this planet. Like, live accordingly. We don't need borders. It's totally stupid. But anyway, this is not about me. So
I like how you keep bringing it around to you.
it's because I'm an Aries. I was told that I'm an Aries.
Does that have something to do with it?
Yes. I had girls block me on dating apps because I would say, "Oh, you are an Aries." Yep, blocked. It really happened like 3 times.
That's a crazy bitch. Like
Yep.
they did you a favor.
True.
Probably. But
Are you into horoscopes like that, or like?
I believe there's some truth to it, but I know a lot of my friends don't believe in it. But I find some truth because I think a lot of people who, like my friends who are like, oh, that's all bullshit, they think that you are one sign. And like that would not be true because it's so stereotypical. Like not every Scorpio is like this list that you find online.
Right.
It's a lot. It's, if you get into it, it's deeper. It's
it
like we all
depends where
have-
the moon is and the certain
Well,
hour.
no, I'm not-
I'm not even joking. I just know.
Oh
Okay.
shoot! Okay, Imre knows more than me. Oh, okay.
No, but it does matter. Like all this stuff matters.
We all have 3 signs. That's why it
Yeah.
makes more sense, more truth to it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like I'm a Scorpio and I know people who are Scorpios and they're complete rude bitches. It doesn't mean that every Scorpio is like that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because we are not just one sign. We're a mix of stuff. Then it makes more truth. It makes more sense to me.
What did you hear about Aries?
Actually, I don't know anything about
Okay,
that
good,
sign. I'm
good.
not that deep. I don't know like every single sign. I just know a few like people we're friends with, like I'm friends with. Then I'm like, okay, I know a little bit about that.
So
sign.
you are a Scorpio, I'm guessing.
Unfortunately, yeah.
My daughter's a Scorpio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all the.
And
there's
she's
whole
a
bunch of
crazy
negative
bitch. No,
stereotypes. That's the stereotype. Yeah, all kinds of weird stereotypes. But
Yeah. So what sign are you?
Yeah, what are you?
Aquarius. But I don't like
I don't know when
connect
these
with
are.
any of the traits of an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if I look at my horoscope and it's positive, then I'll be like, oh yeah, that was good. I relate to that. But if it's not, I'm like, oh, I don't believe this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, to find your real thing, you have to like put in your birth date, time, location.
Time, yeah.
Then you see. For me, but then even that, there's still some things I'm like, well, that's not me. That's not me. But the majority of it I did relate to. But a couple things, it's not going to be exactly.
Yeah, but as long as it's close. Like to me, I don't know why is that, but to me, most of it is pretty accurate. Like for Aries stuff. But also people say that subconsciously, even if you don't follow horoscopes, but you heard, I know I'm using big words, but you're, but subconsciously, because you grow up with this, hey, did you read your horoscope and stuff? You live your life to follow what you think you should
What
be.
you've read about yourself.
Yes.
That's why I have friends that will not read it. Like I have a friend, she's like, I will not read anything about zodiacs because I don't want to become what I'm reading.
Right.
That's me. Like
it is
defining who I
very
am.
interesting to think about it, that you become that because you read it.
That's why that's exactly what you said, why she will not read her stuff. Because I'll be like, oh, because she's a Scorpio too, and I'm trying to tell her, and she's like, nope, I don't want to know anything about it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's okay. So if you would, because I battle with these questions every day. Like if you if you knew,
we're going deep right now.
Okay.
if you knew that you're gonna die on what day and how you're gonna die, like you have the option to find out, would you figure it out?
Yeah. Then
Why?
maybe I'd have more of a purpose to live, and I'd be like, okay, I know I'm gonna do this. Is gonna
It's
happen
tomorrow
I
in
have
a car.
15 years. Like, let me live.
Let me live my life. Yeah, because sometimes we're not
because
living our lives. We're just
Right.
But that's you, Flo. You are not living your life, okay? Did you see my Instagram? No, I'm just kidding.
my bad.
But
I know you struck a nerve there.
Yeah, I guess so. Shoot.
so I would not find out because I don't want to know. Like I'm living my life as I'm living it right now, even if I get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Well, that's good. Not a lot of people do that. They're not going to spend...
But that's the thing, we don't have the option, so I don't know. Like if everybody around me is like, hey, I'm going to die, here's my watch counting down, you know?
I would like to know. Because then
Yeah.
I could really take advantage
You
of my
would go
time.
crazy the last year. You would
The last
go
year?
insane.
Yeah, probably.
Like the
But
last
or
week, I know you would...
we would be living it up, doing as much as we can. We're like, oh, this
That's
is
what
our
you
last
think.
year.
I
We
think
better
it's-
do everything we can do.
All right, Hollywood, I'm coming. I'm writing the script right now. Because I think... I don't know. I think majority of the people would just go crazy.
That
like
would be
literally
a cool,
crazy.
That would be a cool film idea, though.
That's what I'm saying, Hollywood.
Yeah,
Putting it in there, 10% of the script.
there you go.
By the time I release this episode, I'm going to have the script already.
Nice.
But
You're gonna AI the script.
Right.
easy. And it's... But anyway, I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, would you? I would not want to know. Like, I don't. It's not that I don't care. Like, I would care, but I'm like, I want to live my life, based on the decisions I'm making without any interference. Like, hey, you're gonna die tomorrow or a year from now. All right.
I
So
understand that. I like planning though. Like I like.
Oh, you're a
knowing
planner?
shit.
Yeah, I'm a planner too.
Yeah.
I'm full winds to the sail, or
You're spontaneous.
Sure. I'm very spontaneous.
That's hard for me. Usually, I've become more spontaneous because my friends are all very spontaneous. But it's so hard for me if someone's like, "Hey, do you want to go do this in a few hours?" I'm like, I already
No.
have my day planned for what I'm doing. But
Right.
so it's like, okay, to try to go and change what I'm already. My mind is set on this is what I'm doing today. But so many of my friends are like, let's go to this tomorrow or tonight. And I'm like, okay, so I've become more flexible. What about you guys?
I feel like I can be flexible. Like, everything doesn't have to be planned out to a T in my life. I don't know. I don't know if that's just like being a parent, like you have to adapt because shit will change.
True.
The drop of a hat, like kid gets sick and then just changes your whole day.
True.
You know?
True.
So like it doesn't make me freak out. It's just making plans, like like plans to go out and it's not comedy. I'm just like, why did I agree to that?
Yeah. I don't remember the last time I went out that was not... No, that's not true. I do remember. I remember.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like going out and doing things sometimes, you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, but if it's not funny, why would you even
if I'm
bother?
not working on a tight five, like, who gives a shit?
Like, I went to the kids' school stuff one day, and the principal was talking for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, none of this is funny. Like, not even close. Like, put some jokes in there. You know what I mean? It's like, it was like 100, 200, 300 people just sitting. I'm like, oh my God, I can't.
Should have just like stood up and been like, I got this.
Yeah,
you can
right.
sit down.
That's what you made me think when you were asking about the difference with public speaking. Because when I took a public speaking class, that was my favorite class in college.
Really?
And I always took advantage to throw in jokes all throughout. Like,
It makes sense.
always.
Yeah.
And my teacher's like, you need to go into communication and you're hilarious. And I'm like, yeah, my whole life could have been different if I did that. But anyway, a lot of them don't.
You're like
they're very
20 years
serious.
old. Like, my whole life could have been different. You're just starting your life.
See, that's why you don't need to know. That's why I need to know when I'm going to die.
When you're gonna die? All right. That's funny. Yesterday we had this kid at one of the open mics, Shantytown. Shout out. I can't remember what his name was.
He's done it under 6 months. That's why. You're not committing his name.
I think that was his first
Right.
or second time. This was the first time I've seen him. He was smoking in a non-smoking bar. He looked like he was 15. He heckled every single comedian who went up there.
That's all he did?
Yes.
Wow.
No, he did sign up. And then he went up on stage. I think Joey just let him go up there because he was just angry at him. Oh, I'm sorry, I did say Joey. It's an anonymous podcast. But anyway. And then he did all forms of comedy. Very serious, super silly, prop comedy. He bought seats from Home Depot and left little notes on the seats and threw it into the audience.
What?
And I don't know what else he was doing. I'm like, fuck, he's doing all of it. And he was 17 years old. I'm like, if he can stay sober and stuff, he's going to be great one day, you know? But
Oh my god.
that's the trick.
Did you heckle him?
No, I don't care. I'm not a heckler type. You've seen me. I'm not a heckler type. Yeah.
I would have just like crossed my arms.
I always cross my arm, but it's not because I'm heckling. It's just the way I... What do you do with your arms? Like,
Do you remember that little kid?
look at Flo right now.
Well, let's go ahead
Massaging.
He's busy.
let's go ahead and acknowledge what's happening. I'm giving myself an arm massage.
I'm just happy that it's not making any noise. That would frustrate
I
me.
wouldn't do it if it were.
Yeah.
I would be.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, this is what I need in my life, Imre.
What?
More than this podcast.
4 or 5
My arms.
poles. Oh, no.
Pole me. Anyway, I remember that one day your guys' host, your open mic had that little kid. She was like,
Oh, the 12-year-old?
she was cursing, and the mom and the little brothers are dying.
I wasn't there for
laughing.
that, I don't think.
You were not there when the 12-year-old... So
I think I was doing the show.
So I think I was wrapping up one of the mics, and then this girl comes up, this little kid comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, I would like to do them." I'm like, "Ma'am, it's over. You know, come back next week." Because whoever is at that hotel, they never come back next week because they don't live there.
Right.
Guess what? Next week she shows up with her family, 2 other kids, I think.
She had 3 little baby brothers.
Like tiny kids,
Tiny
4 or
little
5-year-olds. I was like high-fiving them, fist bump.
and they were laughing more than anybody, actually.
And then
the brothers.
I told the mom, I'm like, "Hey, I can, because this is it's not for kids.
Right.
I'm like, I can let her go first and then she has to go, right? Because it's just I was like so nervous. I'm like, this is the last mic we can have because they're gonna kick us out. And then she went up, and man, she did. I mean, she did write jokes. It was pretty okay.
She was dirtier than some of us.
And she was super dirty,
cursing every other word. And the brothers, the little they're like 5 years old. They're like laughing when she's like, mother effer this.
Yep,
F
it
that.
was crazy.
She had some potential there for.
I mean, at least with the personality. That's the thing. If you have a good personality, you have a good chance.
Yeah.
But you still gotta write, because you can't. You know, I mean, like I don't know. Like you have to build up your audience, and then you just have to write. I'm happy that I'm a writer and not like an actual person. You know, I mean, I'm happy that I'm more of a writer because I just like that kind of stuff. I like writing.
Well, your accent naturally gives you like a personality, I feel.
Yes, it is
you just
the
got an
Russian,
automatic
Russian gangster. I don't know. Whatever person.
Are there? And I want to know what groups are known to be like gangsters. I know the Italians.
I mean, the Russians for sure.
Russians. What about like Turkish?
Turkish, yeah. We all have gangster people.
We all do, but like, you know, the stereotypical.
Except like maybe the Swedish or something.
No.
Like,
oh yeah. Right. Canadians. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Doing something bad.
Sorry, I'm gonna shank you. Like,
Yeah,
no, that doesn't happen.
Where was that?
sorry.
Where Al Capone? What was he? Italian or what?
He's from New York or Chicago or something.
Yeah.
Italian.
Yeah.
And
No, he was
Miami,
American, I
Cuban,
think.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, who? Scarface?
Scarface.
Wait, Scarface was a real person? I thought it was.
Wasn't it based off of a real person?
I don't
The
know.
movie? That's actually a
It
movie
was
I
based
did
on
see.
Edward Scissorhands.
There was an original, but
Right.
I think the original
Fire.
was Italian, like Italian American. And then-
Scarface?
Yeah, but this is like from like the 30s.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know. I did hold his gun. If you go to Savannah, Georgia, they have a Prohibition museum, and you can like take pictures with. I mean, not with the real Al Capone, but like a wax one with guns. I'm like, yes, I look good with guns.
Nice.
Yeah, the AK-47. That's not what they used. Whatever they used, because it was before 47. That's where the name
Gun or
comes from.
something, I don't know.
What?
I don't know guns.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
You guys know trucks. That's what I'm into now. Guns and trucks.
Nope.
In the right spot for that.
I know. I'm getting my balls of steel from the back of my car as we speak. What is that called? The nuts.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Those are funny. You are the problem, Flo.
Yeah.
Because girls are like, oh my God, that's so funny. You have balls on your truck. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I honestly, I have not seen it in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, actually.
Same. But bumper stickers are huge around here too.
True.
Like everyone has some sort of bumper sticker that's like showing off like like their personality or whatever, or like their political affiliation. Like
I have one bumper sticker. It says Sandy Cycles, and it's a Daytona bicycling community.
Wow.
like a bicycle.
Like a bicycle.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're one of those.
sure. The Daytona bicycle community.
With this pickleball racket.
No, I do have 2 pickleballs. I mean, 2 pickleball paddles. I have several balls. I have like 6 balls. But anyway, yeah, if you guys want to get into pickleball, especially you need it before the baby.
You trying to say I'm fat?
You got to take it easy.
That's my
know.
favorite.
I'm going to be bouncing around in there.
I know. I'm gonna give birth if I tried pickleball.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Yeah,
I get beat by 80-year-old women.
You got bit by an 80-year-old?
Beat. Pickleball beat, not.
I was gonna say, you like them older?
I'm not an ageist, like whatever. As long as they are between 25 and 28, I'm good. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just kidding.
I still haven't tried pickleball. I heard
have
it's
no
great.
desire to try it.
No, it's
Yeah. I
you gotta
wanna-
be 45
I
at
wanna
least 45.
Oh, is it that kind of thing?
When I started, I was the youngest one, and I was like, Alex showed me Alex showed me how to play, and he never showed up afterwards. But but anyway,
Never
so
again.
he's a play like he plays bracket or pickleball. But anyway, after that I was like so good. I'm like yes, Dad, smashing it all the time. But anyway, enough about me, guys.
Back to Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. So okay, how do you write? Because you obviously don't use AI either.
No, I don't. I mean, these days I just sit in front of a computer, and what I want to write more. Like my writing has been lacking recently, and it's just because I'm tired all the time now. But like lately, I've just been like trying to write like topical stuff, like current events
Oh, okay.
type of stuff. Like, you know, I'll find like some stupid news article or whatever, some New York Post or whatever, and like try to make a joke about it.
Yeah.
And then like I'll dump it quickly too. It's just to like keep in the habit of writing something
Sure.
new.
I mean, that was one of my techniques. Just go to the news, go through the titles, and find something that's remotely funny. Or you can make it funny and make it fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even read the articles sometimes. And sometimes I make stuff up that is completely inaccurate. But I'm not a news anchor, so who cares? But it's a good exercise,
Yeah.
I think. And you can do it daily because we get so many news.
Yeah.
There are
There's
so
always
much news,
something.
yeah.
Especially like if you're on Twitter, whatever you want to call it now. Like there's always something dumb.
Oh, yeah. Especially on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or X, formerly known as... It's funny because every article says X, formerly known as Twitter. You know, like, why the heck would
Or
they
they'll
do
say
that?
X, but then they'll say tweet.
Twitter. Yeah, right.
You know?
Oh, yeah. How do you say that now?
Right,
What's
yeah.
what's your X?
Like,
What?
did I make an X? Like,
X. They destroyed that company so bad. Like it had a brand, right? Like Tweet and Twitter. They invented Tweet. Like everybody knew what a
Right.
fucking tweet was. And now it's like nobody knows. I don't. As soon as Elon took over, I canceled all my accounts. I'm like, I'm done.
I feel like I got more into it once Elon took over. I don't know why. It's such a bad, guilty pleasure for me. Like, there's just a lot of dumb shit on there, but I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I do read dumb shit on YouTube and Reddit and stuff. That you know.
Reddit's good for that, too.
Yeah, I'm not immune to this kind of stuff. It just, I just don't want to have another, billionaire with a kindergartner's head doing stuff. I'm like, I don't need this. So I just left.
Yeah. I think most people left at that point.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people stayed on. Oh no!
Yeah,
you know
for
what?
sure.
You know what? That I think because now you have to pay, don't you, or something?
If you want to get verified, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like because I had my social on my website pulling my Twitter feed, and then at one point they stopped showing up. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And they changed that rule or whatever. But yeah.
I'm not big enough to get verified though, so
Oh really?
yeah. Is that a surprise?
No. But, I mean, because on other apps you can get verified by sending in a picture like this.
Oh my gosh.
You never had to do that.
That's great podcasting. Just do it. Don't explain what you're doing.
But this is isn't it some kind of a racist thing?
No, I thought that's
No.
Black Power.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they made me do that pose to verify my account on certain apps,
Really?
on certain dating apps. Yeah, they said like do this pose, and it was like this. I'm like, why would they pick that pose?
That's
What was that, like
weird.
during like the George Floyd stuff or something?
No, just recently, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm on and off of these apps. So I go up on for 2 months and I quit for 2 months. Go up on 2 months, quit for 2. My girlfriend hates it. No, I'm just kidding. When I have somebody, I don't go on it, obviously. But when I'm dating, I'm like doing 2 months on, 2 months off. Yeah, it has the algorithm flow, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you go back, you cancel. Like I didn't cancel, I just logged out and deleted it. And then it started sending me messages. Hey, we haven't seen you in a while.
Right.
Hey, how's it going? Did you find the one? Are you still looking for the one? It's like, all right, I signed back on after 2 months. And it's like, yay, glad to have you back. We're going to show you 10 new girls. It's like,
Nice.
that's it. Yeah. All right. So other than news, what was your old writing technique then?
I mean, it still is part of my writing technique, like writing about like stories in my life.
Oh, just so it's
Yeah.
a live thing.
So like more personal stuff.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the more personal you can get, like the harder it is for people to steal
Sure.
from you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Did you find any stealing in New York?
I mean, they're stealing everywhere.
I wonder if it's worse in a bigger city, though. Because, like, here's, like, we know everybody. Like, we're all the same people, usually at all the open mics.
Yeah.
But, like...
I mean, I never had an issue with people stealing my stuff, but I definitely saw it. And I think it's just every scene has that.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was one girl in Jersey, and her husband,
ex-boyfriend.
her ex-boyfriend stole all her. They're both comedians. Stole all her jokes, reposted it as his jokes. I'm like, what? I'm like, how is it? What? How is that even possible?
And she had receipts.
She did good.
She posted that.
Oh no, she did. That's how
Yeah.
I saw it.
She posted, "If I'm a bad ex, then why do you steal all my tweets?" And then she posted them all.
It was
It
hilarious.
was like nearly verbatim. Like he tried to change it a little bit to kind of make it seem like,
But not
it was
all
in
of
his
them.
voice, but not really.
It was
See,
crazy.
That makes
Yeah,
me
that's wild.
that makes me think, like, should I post my stuff so it's out there? But then I'm like worried, like, if it's out there, then someone from another state or something could just take it as theirs.
No.
I think it just depends on what you're posting. Like if it's just like something topical that like doesn't like if you lose it, it's not going to be a big deal. You can just write the next topical thing. You know.
So the news, when I write news, because if it works and I have a bigger audience and a mic and it gets a laugh, I'm posting that, right?
Yeah.
Because you cannot reuse that joke.
Yeah,
like
it has a shelf
I can
life.
only joke about Bruce Willis for the next short period of time.
Right.
Because after that, nobody's gonna remember who Bruce Willis was.
True.
Just like Bruce Willis doesn't
like Elon.
remember
Yeah.
who he is right now. But anyway,
Right.
I know this is why we got canceled, I think. But I don't know. They didn't say it. If they're gonna say you got canceled because of Bruce Willis, I take the blame. Until then, no. But so that's why I picked news topics or crowd work, right? Which is
Crowd work.
But
Crowd
everyone
work.
does crowd work.
no, it
work.
is
Yeah.
white noise at this point. Like you can do it, sure, but
Yeah.
nobody cares. It's like whatever.
Yeah, I'm not afraid about posting that usually.
Yeah.
Now that I have students watching, I can't, and I'm raunchy and
No, you
cursing,
definitely, you definitely.
So now I'm gonna put a pause on that.
I think you need to change some. Cut your hair,
Yeah, right.
or put them in a ponytail or something. You look different.
Oh no, I do look different at work.
Oh, you do look different.
Yeah, I don't have my hair down. I don't have makeup on. I look like a grandma.
Oh, okay.
Hair's in a braid. Yeah, no.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh no, I don't even wear makeup.
Maybe
or
you should wear
anything.
sunglasses for every show from now on. Just go up in sunglasses, like ginormous,
With the nose attached.
All
with a
right.
mustache.
No one will ever know.
Sunglasses.
Incognito.
That's probably what I should do.
Well, I mean, it's prop comedy. It's coming back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I mean, you gotta try everything. I don't know, but in your situation, like I don't know.
Sucks. Yeah, especially now I have more material about teaching, so there's no way I'm gonna post anything related.
Yeah, is it raunchy?
No. I mean, it can get close to some dirty stuff, but it's actually stuff that they have said,
No, it doesn't matter.
and they're
right?
dirty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's not an excuse. You
Then
know,
I
what mean?
asked- No, I'm just saying, like, I gotta, like, change their names and stuff, which I have, but... Yeah, I'd rather be safe than sorry and not post it at all. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the better way to go. But that's the problem with me and dating, because if somebody Googles my name, even my first name, which is on most of the apps, right? You have to put your first name. If they Google that, all the shit comes up, and I'm like,
Right.
yeah. I had people I talked to for like days, and then I know when that happens because then they're just gone. It's like so funny. I mean, or just as a regular ghosting. I don't know, but I blame it on comedy, and I say I'm too popular.
Could
I'm too popular now to do anything.
Yeah, have you heard of that phrase that Al Capone said? He was like, you can get more with a nice word and a gun than you can with just a nice word. I never heard of it either, but what would
You're
you
so
think?
random with the Al Capone quotes right now.
But like, what would you feel? No, not at all. But someone I know is, and I'm like,
You can get anything with a gun. I mean, that's why bank robbers use it. Like, otherwise they would use a cell phone.
so if someone's posting that, would you be a little like sus about it? Like, why is this? They're all into this gangster guy, and like, doesn't?
Are we talking about your dating life right now?
No.
It's a segue to Flo's the masculine. You like balls on trucks. You like guns.
No guns. No.
But you just said it.
She likes guns. Wait, did you say?
No,
that?
you said that. You said Al Capone.
You said you like guns. Yeah, I don't.
you.
I've never touched one, and I never will.
But we don't know.
No.
Yeah.
We want to know where this story is going, Flo. Let's go.
Well, I just want your opinion. Like, is that like what would you think
Like a
about
deal
somebody?
breaker?
Or just would you think? Would you be friends with someone that's like posting like stuff like that? Like,
mean-
does it define them, or they're just like, oh, they think it's cool, like he's cool?
I mean, do you know the person? Or you just know?
No, I
them
like it's
through
someone I met,
Instagram?
and you know how when you meet someone and you exchange Instagram, and you're like,
And that was the first thing. Hey, look at my guns, babe. And it's like,
yeah, and I'm like Al Capone, and like all proud about.
I mean, sure, if you're 18, Al
what
Capone
does
was
that
cool.
mean?
Man. Grow
Right?
up. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? I mean, Al Capone,
true.
it's like being into the Doors. Like, Doors was great when you are 18, and
Right.
then
But what
I
does
still
that,
listen to it. I have Doors albums. That's fine.
no, but does that mean like they're like trying
Immature?
to be gangster or something?
No. Dude, if I want to be a gangster, you would have no idea that I'm trying to become a gangster.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
It's just
mean?
like I
Like-
think they're cool type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You can get but that quote though, like I can get more with a nice word and a gun than I can with a nice word.
Yeah, I mean that's something
also
Al
like,
Capone
no
would say.
shit.
Yeah, right. Like a gun, you can get anything with a gun. That's the
Right.
whole point
Yeah,
of a
But
gun.
you
how-
don't have to say anything.
Yeah, right.
But what does that mean? How does that represent the person though who's posting that and agreeing?
I mean, to me, it's an immature thing to post, but that's just
they
me.
just sound corny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate.
Yeah.
That's one of my pet peeves.
What?
Inspirational quotes. If somebody posts, especially repeatedly, inspirational quotes on Facebook, I'm like,
I post that in my
I know you do. That's why I said it. No, I'm
my,
just kidding.
my close friends so I don't annoy the whole world.
But it is annoying.
'Cause-
So you, a poster, agree to this, that it is annoying.
No, I need it as motivation.
But here is the thing. I can come up with my own thoughts and post them, and I do. I don't know. I don't.
You just quote yourself.
Yes, I do not. I dislike inspirational food. It's not that. Hey, Einstein said this and it was cool. Sure, but don't post it 100,000 times. You know, I mean, like it drives me crazy.
I just judge with that type of stuff. Like, especially when you see who the quote's attributed to. Like, if it's like some inspirational quote, Marilyn Monroe, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no. I guess mine's more like I don't know, more like life stuff that I can relate to maybe.
Yeah, but why are you broadcasting it to the world?
True. Well, that's why it's in
No,
my-
it is my personal issue. Like I'm not. You know
Yeah.
why.
Oh no, like on my comedy channel, I'm not posting that for all my followers, but in my close friends.
Okay. Obviously,
that
I'm
sometimes I
obviously I'm
hesitate.
not in the group because
You're
I
not
have
in that,
never.
Imre?
I have never seen inspirational quotes
Yeah.
from Frozen.
I don't think you even look at my stories.
Ooh, burn. I don't.
I don't think
There's
I've
too
ever
much
seen you-
stuff,
I
especially
don't think
you
I've ever
like
seen
about
you.
100,000 clips.
Right, so
I
it
look
doesn't
at
matter then
what.
if you see my close story.
But what I'm saying is, I definitely have not seen your inspirational quotes. So you are not. I'm either not.
You
in,
don't see in my regular stories. I check to see who looks.
And okay. I'm
not
gonna.
on
Now
there,
I have to
man. You are
freaking
not on
watch
there.
your stories now. So Flo knows that I'm watching the story.
I post way more in stories than I do in the regular.
I always mix it. Which one is
Which I
the story and which one is the grid? Some of them stays up there, some of them does not.
I know.
Story is gone.
Some people have told me that you should post more on the grid, but I end up just posting just more on stories.
I like that because it disappears. Not from you, just just in general, you know.
I got
Like
that.
it's gone. Like I'm in this moment. I'm feeling this, and then it's
a new
the
moment,
moment. 24 hours later is
Right.
gone.
I get it. That's like Snapchat, right? Which I never really got into, like
Yeah.
everybody got into.
Yesterday,
Uh-oh.
all right, I'm not gonna burn this joke. Yesterday, a guy, this young guy, that my inspiration right now. From it's funny because you guys were not there. he made a joke about Snapchat and old people. I'm like, that's spot on. That was funny. All right, I will tell you guys off the mic. Anyway, yeah. All right. Anything else? How long have we been?
I think we're there.
All right. Everybody's tired.
Yeah.
Elizabeth is still pregnant, so
Still pregnant.
Still pregnant.
Yeah.
we made it through the episode. All right, well, this was it. I mean, we don't do much. We just talk about
That's
things.
cool. I like it.
Yeah, I really wish we went
fun.
into a little more about your comedy career, but we can do it next time.
What career? There's nothing to go into.
I know it is so like I don't know when I'm gonna hit. I'm keep waiting on that because
Yeah.
the people say like once you are in it 5 years, that's a bunch of people break off after 5 years, and I'm past.
I've always heard 10.
I passed that. I heard 10, so
Yeah.
I'm like very nervous about my 10 year because I definitely see my writing dropping, and but I also write differently. So now we are talking, right? And then I'm like, all right, that was funny. If I remember, that I write it down and I try to make it a joke. So now I live more of like, hey, this happened to me in real life, and I try to make it funny instead of what I used to do: sit down every day for an hour and just write stuff, whatever comes to my mind. It's just writing.
This is never.
Both are valid. Like both
Yeah, yeah.
styles are.
But I'm afraid of the 10 year because that's gonna be a huge. It's either gonna be like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore, or let's see what it is, because you don't make it before 15 to 20 years. It is, so it's a it's a long haul thing.
Yeah.
Unless some, I don't know. Even Matt Rife, like he's been doing it for like 15 years or something, like 13.
He has?
He has.
How old is he?
When he was a fetus. or
27.
something? Like,
Right? Right.
No, I think he's been doing it for a long time. He didn't just show
Yeah.
up. Yeah. So he's been grinding on the open mics for years, at least a decade. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You
So that's
think
a long
A
time.
decade?
maybe.
Oh, stop asking me. I don't know Matt Rife's personal life. I don't know how long it's been.
We'll Google it later.
I'm like ChatGPT. I make stuff up. I can't figure out the answer. You know? All right, well, but thanks for coming on the show. I didn't ask any of the
Hey.
questions. All right, cool. All right. Oh, one more question, because it's always important.
Okay.
Which open mic do you think is going to be canceled next? This whole podcast started about open mics.
Which one's going to be canceled next?
Which one is going to be canceled next? I know you haven't been out at the mics lately.
Yeah.
Like in all the mics.
I hope it's not ours. Like any of ours here.
Yeah, no.
No,
I hope
hopefully.
they keep going.
Yeah.
No, I
And
don't
then I have
think
some
so.
that like are favorites. I don't know.
Yeah. We just asked this question to everybody who's gonna what mic is gonna go next, because mics popping up and they go
Yeah.
away. You don't know. Hopefully, I mean, luckily you and I we have the back of Comedy Zone, right?
Yeah.
So it's I think as long as we show up, they are fine with it, unless Comedy Zone is going away.
Right.
But they've been there for a long time. And Flo, I mean, that mic has been going on for a long time also, like before
Almost 2 years now.
I mean, you've been doing it for 2 years, but before.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like people know there is comedy there.
Yeah,
Thanks to Ian. Yay.
Yeah, Ian's
Shout
cool.
out.
Ian's cool.
Yeah. All right. So throw your socials in there one last time.
What?
Is your social?
I'm like, I don't even know. I don't post.
But you watch everybody's posting reel. What is reels?
Yeah.
I see reels now. What is that?
Reels? What do you mean?
REELS, reels.
That's on the grid that you were talking about.
That's another Instagram crap?
It's on the main page.
All right, whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that.
Anyway, ELO Comedy, ELO
Oh, yeah.
Comedy
No comedy.
on all the socials.
So you are ELO and you are
Flow.
FLO.
Hello.
That is crazy.
Very good.
You guys like one letter off. Yeah, drop your social.
It's time for bed. Flow funny.
That's a good name. It's time for bed. I'm taking that X
Take
account
it.
right now. All right, and I am stand up everywhere else. What do you guys think of my cool bonsai tree? My
cute.
I
my
like
son
that.
picked it. I hope
That's
it's gonna
cool.
survive. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's 5 years old.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I believe everything merchant tells me on the street. That's how we got it. I'm like, all right, let's get it. All right, we're gonna clap one last time,
All right.
and then we are done. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, did you hear that? We got the lowdown on the streets where the talk's at. From the hood to Hollywood, we spilling all the tea. Ain't no secret safe, no, we bring the heat. We dropping names and we dishing the dirt. Psst, did you hear that? Spreading rumors like crack, ain't no turning back. We the real OGs taking it to the airwaves. Psst, did you hear that? Getting the scoop, all the celeb facts. You better listen up, cause we run this podcast.